outside today, as I'm sure most of you are aware. We've got beautiful clear skies, blue skies out there. Current outside air temperature 13 degrees Celsius, and we've got a light easterly breeze of around about 8 miles an hour over the open decks at the moment. Forecast for the rest of the day is set to remain sunny skies, that wind picking up a little bit to 10 to 15 knots, which is around about 15 to 17 miles an hour. And maximum temperatures for today 16 degrees Celsius, that's 61 degrees Fahrenheit. The ship has now been cleared by the local officials, and you may now proceed ashore at your leisure. The gangways this morning are located on the starboard side of Fiesta deck, that's deck number 6, and Plaza deck, deck number 5. And these can both be accessed by the midship passenger staircases. Finally, ladies and gents, just like to remind you all aboard time for this afternoon will be at 4:30. All aboard for 4:30, and Grand Princess will then sail shortly afterwards for Lisbon. Ladies and gents, we hope you have a great stay here in Vigo with us.
Well, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
As I was saying to someone, good and nice morning.
Yes.
This is a gift. This morning is a gift. This is a land where it rains 366 days a year, so this is really a gift. And I don't know if you've been before in Spain or heard about Spain, but probably your idea about this country is sunshine, bullfights and flamenco. Is that your idea about Spain? Please forget about that. This is another Spain. This is the Irish Spain. And yes, this part of the country is more similar to Ireland than to Spain. The landscape is completely different, having so much rain. We have green hills all over, but especially we are Celts. We have a Celtic culture. So we have different traditions respect to the rest of Spain. For you to understand me, flamenco, for example, for us is as exotic as for you. We like it because of it sounds very well, but we cannot understand the word. Our traditional music is the music of the bagpipes. We have bagpipes, and we celebrate everything with pipers and drummers. So it's different culture and different way of living, and different traditions. And the port of Vigo is the motor of the economy of this town. Not the industrial part of the port, not the passengers area of the port, this part, the fishing area of the port. But if we talk about fish, this is the first port in all of Spain, and the third in the world, after Alaska, United States, and after Osaka in Japan. This is the third fishing port in the world. Well, we are leaving the town. We are going to take the highway to arrive to Santiago de Compostela. And have you seen that we use the tunnels to leave the town? I know that it's not very touristical in general, but especially for bluefish, sardines, mackerels, but still more especially for seafood. So on the rocks we have different kind of crabs, barnacles, mussels, lots of mussels, and lobsters, even lobsters. And on the beaches we have a lot of clams, cockles. But now we are going to cross the estuary by the bridge, and you are going to see on both sides this kind of platforms. These platforms are mussel farms, black mussel farms. They are very well organized. Here you are going to see them on both sides. And can you see they are a surface made with wood, and they have ropes hanging from the platform. So they take the mussels from the rocks when they are very small, and they fix them to the ropes with a special cotton band. After a few days, the cotton band disappeared, but the mussels, they keep fixed by themselves. And they stay there, submerged, for between 12 and 18 months. Depending the size, the owners want that. Well, now we are bordering the north side of the estuary of Vigo. This is the most beautiful estuary of all of those we have because of it is narrow and well, we are just arriving to Pontevedra. We are going to pass here. We cross another estuary. This is the estuary of Pontevedra. But can you notice Pontevedra, the town of Pontevedra, is too much into the river. So the open sea is to the left, and here with the low tide is only a channel. So the big ships cannot arrive to Pontevedra. So Pontevedra is the capital of the province. We cultivate grapes, but just to make wine, not to eat the grapes, just to produce wine. From the point of view of business, it's a great business, especially because we have here in Galicia also a paper pulp, and it's cheap, so it's a great business. But on the other hand, it's really poor because of the eucalyptus. They dry the ground a lot. You know, the roots of the eucalyptus, they look for water, whatever it be. So they dry the ground a lot. And the pines, they have another problem. You know, the leaves of the pines, the needles of the pines, they give a lot of what is to practice only one and to arrive to the end of our lives and discover that what was useful was the other. So just in case. Well, we're just arriving, as I said to you, to Santiago de Compostela. The name Santiago means Saint James. It's the name of the Apostle James. Well, this is St. Francis Church and St. Francis Convent. You know, St. Francis of Assisi, he was here in Compostela twice, and he ordered to construct this convent. And originally it was a very small building, a very small church, and a very small convent. With the time, they have more and more locations, and at the right moment, when they need to increase the size of the whole building. No, this is the opposite. They have fewer and fewer. Square in town, not only for the size, especially for the kind of the buildings and for the occupants of the buildings. I mean, we start with the cathedral. The cathedral was constructed along the 12th century, Romanesque style. Everything except the facade. The facade is an addition. The facade is a new dress made for the cathedral in the 18th century, Baroque style. Can you hear the bagpipe?
Yes.
This is our traditional music. No flamenco. No. It's this music. We celebrate everything with this. Thank you. Well, can you see that character there? This man there, he's dressed like the Middle Ages pilgrims. So in the Middle Ages, all the pilgrims used to have this brown tunic. And they used to have a stick. But we are in front of the cathedral. So we have the cathedral, and in front of the cathedral, the town hall. So this is the most important place in town. I said to you that this is the main square in town. Well, in fact, all the main buildings in town are here. And especially, all the heads in town are here. Because we have here the dean of the cathedral, the apostle, the archbishop, the king of Spain when he visits us. We have the regional president, the mayor, and the chancellor of the university. Yeah. So all the heads are here. In fact, let me say to you that we never know what we are going to find at this square till we arrive. Sometimes it's
pilgrims arriving and they feel very happy and they are celebrating. Sometimes are the public employees protesting about the conditions of their employees. We never know, you know, we never know. But also these buildings, they represent the economy of this town. Because in this town, there is no agriculture, no fishing activity, no industrial activity. You know, the main business in this town is hostels and small shops. And all of them, they live very well in summer, thanks to the pilgrims and to the tourists. But do you remember what I said to you that it happened here in October? The rain. And it doesn't finish till May. And believe me, nobody comes. If you arrive here in January or February, in a weekly day, you are going to be alone in the cathedral. In fact, it was constructed to be a hospital by the Catholic kings. The Catholic kings were Fernando and Isabel. Fernando I and Isabel. When they closed this building as a hospital, they made the restoration inside and they reopened 2 years after. It's a 5-star hotel. There is a royal room. So when the King of Spain stays in Santiago de Compostela, he sleeps there. So it's the place to be. I mean, for example, Michael Jackson. He used to rent rooms, 200 square meters. You know, 200 square meters here is half of the building. You know, all the personalities, when they visit Santiago de Compostela, they stay here because of it is the place to stay. Especially if you are very rich. This is the place to stay. You know, it's not a question of comfortability. It's a question of prestige. You know, it's more a question of prestige. Well, and now we are going to forget about this building. We are going to talk about this one. I said already what it is. Do you remember? Yes, the City Hall. Well, the City Hall is only one half. You know, when they constructed this building is Rajoy's palace because it was ordered to construct by Archbishop Rajoy. And Santiago de Compostela is the capital of Galicia. So the regional parliament and the regional governments are here. So we have the regional president on the right and the mayor on the left. And you keep 30 every day. So they've been giving this building another use. Is nowadays the presidency of the university. So this is the presidency of the university. And you see witches, groceries, bagpipes, cows, you know, everything I've been talking about. So this is Galicia. Yes, here. You see?
Gracias.
Please say that I'm not like her. I don't mind if I am like this one. Can you see?
Oh, yeah. No pasó nada. No, cariño, gracias. A ti, hasta luego.
This is the south arm of the cathedral. It's Platerias Square. Platerias means the silversmith square. All squares around the cathedral, they have the names of the activities that was done there in the Middle Ages. There. And this was the silversmith square. Can you see the galleries? So it's very traditional. Can you see on the windows the black facades to decorate the square? So it's a nice color that is I think it's well, we're going to enter the cathedral to take a look. Please mind about this step here, please.
Yes.
Mind please about this step. Here we are in the cathedral. And as I said to you, this is a cathedral that was constructed along the 12th century, Romanesque style. So from here, we can notice perfectly the difference between the original construction, crosses again, the exaggeration of the main altar. Can you see? This is the Baroque style. The Baroque style is very impressive. And the Baroque style was very successful.
Final consecration was April 24th, 1211, and last year we celebrated our 800th anniversary. That's why it's so important. Yep. And well, we'll show you later the campus.
Mam bezpieczne
No, porque toda teoría fue igual. No. A to teoria dwójki.
And when they took off the molds, as the color was not very well preserved, it disappears over most of the porch. And where it didn't disappear, you know, the plaster is not the glory, but you know how to represent. If they've never been there, and those who've been there never came back, so how to represent the entrance. Well, they had a great to the judgment, and depending the result, they stay there or they continue to the third arch, and the third arch was held. Well, from here we can see the towers of the cathedral. So all of this is in the middle of town. From here we can see the towers of the cathedral. We're going to see two towers at the front and one at the rear. The rear tower, in the middle of town tower. The three towers. This is the north side. And can you see the south side of the other side? Can you see the island, the estuary of Vigo? So special. This is the north side. Narrow. And can you see the south side of the other side? Can you see the island again? Respect to the others. It's a nice place, isn't it? It is narrowest part. This is the narrowest part of the estuary. That's why it's so special, you know, because of it's very narrow. There was a battle, and it has a different light. Against the British, of course. Respect to the others. You know, it was in this narrowest part. A group of ships. In fact, there were 19 ships. Spanish ships was a battle that came from America. Against the British, of course. There was a battle at southern Spain between Spaniards. It was a group of ships. In fact, there were 19 ships. Spanish ships that came from America. About treasures. The treasures submerged at the beginning of the 18th century. But Jules Verne, so it was his 1702 in his novel. And well, not because of my when they came from America, you know, they arrived in southern Spain, to Sevilla, just and there 6 or 7 it was where they checked
all
and
the
all
charter.
the rest they only have to
And
say
it
that
is
it's
chartered.
chartered. So they gave a special area with very low taxes and very low prices for other kind of companies to establish there. And Citroën came here. You know Citroën, the French. In fact, as we are going to arrive to the port just by a shopping center. There is a new shopping center at the port. This is the main park in town. And in this area there are also, at this moment I cannot appreciate anyone, but we have flags from other countries because we have a great presence, diplomatic presence in Vigo. Consulates, not embassies, because of the embassies the representation of a country in another, so they are in Madrid. But here we have lots of consulates because of nowadays laws require fishing ships to have, fishing boats, you understand me, fishing boats, to have mixed crews. So part of the crew is from the country where the ship is from, and part of the country is from the part of the crew is from the country where they are working. Well, and here we arrived to the port. This is the Yachts Club. This low building, that it doesn't seem a building, but it is. This one. Okay. So this is the shopping center, this black building on the right. It's very successful here for the tourists because they have the shops all together and just by the ship. We cannot see the structure of the ship, we only can see the lights on every balcony, and it seems a building. And it's bigger than many buildings in town. Well, so here we arrived to the end of our tour. I hope that you've been enjoying.
Thank you.
But above all, believe me, I hope that you've been understanding today that there is another Spain. Not the sunshine, not the bullfights, not the flamenco, the land of the green hills, the rain, the cows, the bagpipes, and the witches. Thank you very much. I've been enjoying also.
I hope you've enjoyed this beautiful day here in Vigo. I'm pleased to say that all our pre-departure checks are now satisfactorily completed. We've accounted for everybody, and the pilot has just come up the gangway, so we're just going to take out the last gangway, close up the shell doors, and then we'll be letting go our line. So looking at sailing, I would say thrusting off the berth and then turning the ship to port through 180 degrees and then proceeding back out through the Bay of Vigo. It's about 45 minutes from berth to the open water down through the bay there. And once we're halfway down the channel, we'll be dropping off our pilot. And once we get out into the open waters, we'll be turning out onto a southerly course, which then will take us all the way down to Lisbon. Meantime, ladies and gents, I hope you have a great evening on board Grand Princess.
only pick up your left-handed swings today. Okay, this is a slowest.